Kia ora and welcome everyone. That was Brian Joyce. My name is James Elliott and it has been for quite a few years now. And I'm your MC for your conference, so welcome from me and thank you very much for inviting me. I too am looking forward to learning a lot. I'm not one of the internet savviest people in the world, so I'm looking to learning as much as I can over the next couple of days. So welcome to the delegates here. To those of you watching online, I just say buffering connection. Broadband. So welcome to you. I'm going to go through a series of housekeeping announcements just to kick us off. You will dutifully listen to these and forget everything I have said, much like a husband getting a shopping list from his wife or a mayoral candidate discussing election campaigns with an internet mogul. And then you will ask us all the same questions on administration and housekeeping later on, and we'll be more than happy to answer those for you. Either me with my clipboard as your MC or our conference organisers out at the registration desk. But for what it's worth, we will go through the housekeeping announcements that you will dutifully forget. First of all, we would like to thank our sponsors for the conference: Microsoft, Google, TradeMe, FX Works, Scoop, Media Cartel, Telstra Clear, Catalyst, CityLink, WebDrive, Farmside, Orcon, Agile Integration Limited, Open Systems Specialists, the Ministry for Economic Development, and finally Voyager Internet Services. They all have booths outside that you would have seen in the promenade area. Some of them have goodies, some of them have toys, some of them have sweets. So we encourage you to go and visit those during your time here. There is a Johnny Ray's coffee cart sponsored by Voyager Internet located outside, $2 a coffee, so you don't have to travel too far. Now, in the case of an emergency, alarms will sound. If you're watching online, you can just sit back and enjoy what you see unfold next. In the first instance, there will be a voiceover advising that we are investigating and to remain where you are. Those online, if you wouldn't mind calling 111 just as a bit of a backup, that would be appreciated. If there is an evacuation required, please follow the directions of staff, and the meeting point is at the base of the Sky Tower. There is a fire exit in the middle of the promenade outside where our catering is, and that leads down to a fire escape down to the ground level or escalators. Toilets are on levels 5A, the mezzanine, just around the side via the stairs or the lift. Smoking, there is a smoking balcony just up one level, so no smoking here. If you wish to smoke or spontaneously combust if the discussion's getting too heated, please go to the air bridge to do that. Security, you are asked to wear your name badge at all times, please, so you can get access to all areas of the NetHui. Lunch, if you have booked and paid for lunch, this will appear on your name badge. I'm told that the lunch is full for today. It is next door at the New Zealand foyer, this way. That is also the access for breakout room 3, and breakout room 3 and 4 are that way. This room becomes breakout room 1 and 2 once we've done the plenary sessions. And also, if people would volunteer to assist us setting up the room before we make the breaks for that, that would be most appreciated. So the tea and coffee breaks are outside. The buffet tea and coffee break lunches are clearly labelled on your form. If you've got special delivery of vegetarian, that should have been taken care. Otherwise, again, please see the registration desk. Mobile phones, we ask you set those to silent, please, during the sessions. There are charging phones and laptops charges for next to registration. There is free Wi-Fi access to all of you delegates provided by FX Networks, and it's passwordless. There is also a special app for the conference, which is called the Show Gizmo app. Again, ask at registration, and that will enable you to do various things, including pass back some feedback on the sessions that you're attending. We encourage you to engage online at all sessions. You can use Twitter to communicate, hashtag NetHui, and there will also be prizes for the best contributions for tweets, and we'll be posting some of those as well as we go. So please do that as much as possible. There is a networking function on the promenade from 5:30 to 6:30. Everyone is invited to that. There are other events commencing this evening at 6:30. Can be found in your program. The Trans-Pacific Partnership Meetup, which is in NZ3 behind me here. The NetSafe Cyber Security Initiative, NZ1 and 2, which is where we are at the moment. And there is a meeting of ICT NGOs, again, next door in NZ Room 4. The bar camp on Friday, I'm told, very popular session from previous conference. If you have ideas and you don't see them on the program, please go and see Internet NZ directly opposite the registration desk, and you can propose some ideas for the bar camp on Friday afternoon. Registration staff from conferences and events are located at the registration desk. So for any conference inquiries, go and see them in the first instance, or please ask me. And you'll see some volunteers as well with their white T-shirts. And finally, we'd like to thank all the volunteers helping out at NetHui as room managers, facilitators, social media and mic assistants. So those are the housekeeping announcements that I told you what I would give and I told you would forget. So well done. So what I'd like to do just before we start is I'm not very internet savvy, as I said, but I understand that all of you are. So what we're going to do just to test that proposition is play a very quick game of true or false before we get started. So I'd just like you all to be upstanding to be able to play this. There are some prizes, just very quickly. The way that's an honour system, the way you will indicate a T is thus, the way we will indicate an F is thus, and when you're out, you sit down. There's a lot of you here. I'll see if we can catch you out and see if we can get through this very quickly. Just a quick true or false on your internet knowledge. Here's your first question. If I can... Here we go. This is a photo of a hard drive being loaded into an aircraft in 1956. Is this a 50 meg hard drive? True or false? Very quick. True or false? True or false? Make your indication, make your choice. Thank you. Having trouble with this, Chris? Chris, if I can move on. False. It was a 5 meg hard drive in 1956. Okay, here's your next question. The first message for transmission over the internet was login. True or false? True or false? True or false? First message for transmission was login. True or false? It's true, but the computer crashed way back when after LO on the 29th of October, and an hour later login. That thinned the room out remarkably quickly. That was fantastic. Here we go. Debugging as a term for fixing computer glitches was accredited to Admiral Grace Hopper. Yes, well, actually, that's not the question, but thanks. It's entirely true, but not the question. The question is, Admiral Grace Hopper's middle name was Murray. Is that true or is that false? Is that true or is that false? You do have to make a choice, sir. Thank you. Very good, thank you. It's entirely true. Admiral Grace Murray Hopper. How many have we got left? Just a couple? Just a couple, good. Archie is accredited as being the internet's first search engine. True or false? Archie was the first search engine. True or false? True or false? Struggling with the clicker again. That's true. Oh, I'm sorry, we moved on a bit there. No, that's true. True. Written in 1990 by Alan Emtich and Peter Deutsch. So that was true. We lost a couple there? No? Okay. You're very smart. I thought you would be. Next question. Archie Comics sued the band Veronicas for copyright infringement in 2010. I had to weed you out again. Is that true or is that false? Is that true or is it false? It's false. Yeah, I know. It's a really mean question. They were sued, but it was trademark infringement, and it was in 2005. Is there anyone left? Anyone left playing? Yes? Quickly come to the front. If you're left playing, quickly, very quickly come to the front. Who's left? Just one. Was that it? This is our winner, very quickly. Would you like to play one more just on your own? One more question just on your own? One more question just on your own. So what was your name?
Janet.
Janet's going to play one more question on her own. See if you can win a bonus bar. Here we go. Janet, what do you think? Naked women make up 80% of all picture images on the internet. Okay, well, let's see. Let's see. And we all know that's true, don't we? It's entirely true. And yes, there is an image. There it is. All right, that's entirely true. Okay, well done. You know a reasonable about the internet. I thought you'd do a little bit better. I prepared lots and lots of questions. I was terrified by the number of the delegates that I saw. So, pardon? Well, not necessarily on that question, but maybe on others. We can play some more. If you like true or false, there are lots of questions. If we've got time later on, we can play some more. So. A little bit. It might assume a little bit about you as well, I'm not sure. But